And then after this, I'll make us hot chocolates.
Awesome. I'm up for
Oat
it.
milk.
Oh, we're at the church.
That's what I'm
Hey,
facing.
you
Hang on.
loaded quite
Hi,
fast.
everyone. I'm just going to take this while I can take it. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall onto you. Okay, that's fine. Are we ready to say hello to people?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Hey, everybody. We're here properly this time, apart from the fact that Iz is dying.
Hey, everyone.
She's got consumption.
Got consumption.
You'll do the dramatic, like, cough into a handkerchief and then
see some
it's
blood.
got blood. So we decided we were not going to explore the church itself until Kim was back.
Yeah.
So we
can
were
we
just
chat to the lady?
looking for a place to have a date.
That's right. Maybe I'll just go north a little bit.
We came to the church itself because it started to snow, and when we first got to the church, it was like, I have a feeling we should come here when it's snowing.
Yes, under a rock.
$2.50?
Look, it's a bunker!
Oh, and there was disco music. There was music coming from something.
Worn by
Sorry.
elements,
That's right.
guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
By the way, friends, I get to drive today. So
Yes, we're
just
at
gonna-
Iz's place, and what chaos is this going to bring upon us? We'll have to find out.
I'm going to ask, what is this thing
The
anyway?
concrete structure looks military in origin. Over half a century old, at least, but sturdily built.
It's a red check. Don't do it.
Oh, is it red?
Can't be retried.
I don't even want to do it with it. I don't think we can... Oh,
I reckon there'll be something where we get an item or information that makes that easier.
okay, I think that's a really good idea. What's this? Give me, touch this. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where.
The thruster gears used to turn the whole machine.
Okay. I just wanted to... The sparrow has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil.
We haven't had Harry say anything like this would be a good date spot. We just kind of
Just looking.
wandered around.
Oh, cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand Teomuchiri?
You take a mental note. Teometry seems important somehow. Is that what it said?
Yes. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago.
A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower.
The ladder is too rusty to climb and the sea air has eaten away something.
This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay barely.
Ah, yes. All the shit. A
A tie?
Shivers.
Ooh. Tiny inlets there off in the far distance where the posts trail onwards.
Okay.
You got something in your that's the tie, which great.
I don't know that I want to put it on right this second.
Sure.
But this, you
Yeah.
said.
So did we get a skill point just for picking up those cigarette
I think we
butts?
did, yeah.
Random.
Cool. We're saving our skill points to do checks, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's anything that I'm like, I desperately want to point in this, that, or the other at the moment. And I think also, do we have no space for new thoughts at the moment?
We'd have to buy some, yeah, is my recollection. Is physical instrument the fighting one? No.
I think it is part of it.
Take the blows.
If you have a look at the notebook, it will say the thing that you need to fight Measurehead with.
Yes. Friends, I have worn Momo down.
Under map at the top, it's got the checks.
It only took 20-something episodes.
I mean, I feel like I'm so hands off with it that I'm just like, whatever you do and the consequences
Physical
we have
instrument.
to face are entirely your problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so this is the plan. I will put a point into physical instruments. I will bump it.
Okay.
I will get all the clothes on apart from the shirt. So if there's physical instrument clothes, I'll put them on. I'll get drunk. We have a bonus to being naked to physical instrument or to having our shirt off. So we'll get drunk, take a shirt off, bump up physical instrument, have other shit on that might give us a bump, and then we're going to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we double check what the actual wording is around the bump for being naked? Like how naked we have to be?
Sure can. I don't recall.
I think it's under thoughts.
Thoughts. Yeah. I don't normally drive. Thank you.
This one here.
Is it?
+2 hand-eye coordination against stuff in that armor. That's not it.
That's not it. Coach physical instrument, is it?
If shirt slot is empty. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I feel very, very nice.
Minus one to encyclopedia facts for binoclads.
Sweet. And someone told us that was not a slur, so I feel good about that.
Oh, really? I didn't catch
someone
that.
commented about that, so.
The boardwalk rises to your south. There's an item in the boardwalk. It casts a long shadow over you.
Let's have a look.
There's a anorak, I think he said it was.
Oh, really?
And he was like, you'll never find it.
We just got a polo shirt, which I didn't see what the stats were on there, did you?
No, I didn't.
Conceptualization. Ooh.
Okay, so if we're being a if we're being a mansplainer and we want more rhetoric but less empathy, we can put that white shirt on.
Yeah, I kind of like conceptualization, though. Okay, we're going south. This is where we came from, so I'm going to shrugging. I want to go chat to the lady while we don't have Kim.
Yeah.
And just
I
kind
don't
of see
want
what she
to spend
says.
too much time looking at stuff without Kim.
No, I know. But I do think... Do we want Kim
Do
to
you
be
want to
around...
check out the boardwalk?
Where is it? This one?
I think so, yeah.
Do we want Kim to be around while we fight Michelle?
I mean, I think we'd be foolish not to, because
did
he's going to,
go-
like, soothe the situation for us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone must have worked hard to smash this plastic dome.
I'm distracted by my cat running around upstairs. He has a fabulous time up there. Oh. Buzz hum. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Oh, that sounds a bit dangerous. Hey, gimme.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled
Ew.
with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Grim.
It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Yeah, you got to get the salt out of there, friend.
Okay,
Ooh.
filthy jacket.
I wonder if we can clean that
Oh,
somehow.
it's an interact, not a use.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how'd this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Yeah, we got... Oh, maybe I'm just gonna...
Well, you got charges, so you can spend them if we lose it.
Okay, great.
Right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, let's think about
It
it.
occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Wonderful.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
Sure.
Okay.
The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
What happened once someone put it on the
The
railing?
crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then? Somewhere, high above the city, a pair of seagulls trace loops through the air.
I love it.
They are like the bombardiers of the aerostatic brigades, gliding above a target-rich environment. All of a sudden, the Bombay doors open.
Oh no,
and the
are we
white
about to get
glittering payload rushes
on?
to the ground.
Shit.
Splat. An explosion of white on a man's shoe. A curse goes up, but the birds do not hear.
Why did I spend all this time thinking about seagull shit?
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Number one. Flick our hands.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Of our hands.
Oh, we can just wash our hands. Calm down.
Yeah, we just like swish them about in the ocean.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, there we
Okay.
go. It's still in the interact thing, so it's like,
Yeah. Ah, shit. that's
we can maybe
interesting.
clean it or something. Now, a couple of people have
sorry.
said it's probably a good idea. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable.
Sorry, whilst this is up. That tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. You said a couple of people
Have recommended we get the oil tank back, so we will do that once we have the money to, which we may actually already have.
No. Well, if we're going to head back and fight Measure, let's do it on the way.
Sure.
I'm just laughing because like
You've broken my spirit.
Yes,
Yeah.
about Measure. I absolutely. Ooh, postcard. People did say that's the only thing we can safely sell, right?
Yeah.
Coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Ooh.
Oh! Mega Beano's prescription lenses.
+2 to encyclopedia and -1 to perception. You would think. Perception? Anyway.
Well, not if we don't need glasses.
True. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Yes.
All
if
right,
I-
we should get out of here before we wreck things for ourselves with Kim.
Let's chat to the lady on the way through.
You might be able to fast travel some of the distance if you want to.
Is she
but
very
also
far?
no pressure. She's not super far away.
Let's just have a little run then. If I double click, it makes him run, and I'm just sort of holding. Yeah, she's just down here. Hey.
We haven't talked to
people.
those kids. We don't need to now. But
No,
we
yeah,
haven't.
yeah. Is this her?
There she is.
Hi.
I actually thought she was much further away than that. Do you want to check our gear?
The sea's
Oh,
gonna calm down
hang on.
soon. I can feel
Heroic.
it. The wind is
Suggestion.
turning southeast.
Suggestion. Okay, hang on. Yes, I do want to check our gear because suggestion.
I don't think we've got any
I
suggestion
don't know either.
gear.
I'm going to start with what's on.
But
and
also,
just-
I feel like we could potentially just be wearing stuff that was less chaotic. But then again, we don't want to give her a false.
No, this is who we are. I'm
Yeah.
just there.
Oh, there we
that's
go.
-1 though. So I just wanted to really make sure we didn't have any. At least any.
There's
There's one. Negs on negatives.
There's one. Zephyr's done.
So just making sure that is.
It's
At least not
interesting.
bringing us down.
One of you commented that you really weren't a fan of the stats on clothes, but I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Partly just because it forces you to change your outfit so often.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Oh, do you mind if I
Feel
put a
it.
point in? We've got like
The wind
6
is
of them.
turning southeast.
6 points.
your mind off
Do we
it?
not?
Do we not?
6 points. I
Hang
think
on,
we've got
hang
like 1. Yeah, that's how many points we have.
No, I'm not putting a point. I'm saving that for me.
Save
Aye,
it,
the
save it,
sea's
save
gonna
it.
calm down
Alright,
soon.
let's go.
I can feel it.
8%.
The wind is turning
Do you want to save it
southeast.
first? Just in case something terrible happens?
Yes, you're right. You're so right. Let's just still look quick save. Let's just still look quick save. Come on. All
Aye,
right.
the
We're
sea's
gonna
gonna
get-
calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of youth cultivation-based mating rituals.
Wow. Shall we read through these options? Cool. We've got I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman.
And I want to be close to you, and there's but one way to intimacy.
Shit. Since the dawn of mankind, our goal has watched over the reprocreation of our species. Lay with me. Let's celebrate the goal.
And then alcohol makes closeness possible. Let's connect. Shit. Well, Izza, you got yourself into this situation. How do you want to get yourself out?
Look. I kind of like how wild number 3 is.
Sure, why not?
Since the dawn of mankind, our goal has watched over the reprocreation.
Oh, it's like alcohol?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Al Ghul, as in one of the baddies in
Oh,
Batman. Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Let's celebrate the ghoul.
The
Now,
Ghoul!
there's a whole shipment of big words. May mankind be plentiful, I guess. Can I get back to my nets now?
She didn't even know what we said. That's probably for the best.
I think that's probably the best outcome.
Yeah,
right?
She
yeah.
doesn't even understand.
Yes.
I asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off
Ooh.
right now. Try again later.
Well, if we're going to get drunk...
No!
Well, we are. We are going to get drunk.
Stop torturing me like this.
We're going to get drunk if I measure him. Why would... I mean, we could double
No.
it up.
No.
Get drunk.
No. I've already given you enough this episode. Oh, but wait, do you want to wait till Kim's back for fighting Measure Head?
Oh,
like, we
fuck,
still
I
need to
do.
go back,
Oh,
so
wait,
it's
let's...
fine.
Yeah, let's fight... Not fight.
Let's just fight everyone that we can find.
Fight them. Shit. I was just going to say, let's go by. By? How do we fast travel?
By the thing back.
You know how we fast travel?
You
can tell-
can only click on one of these three things.
You can tell I don't normally
Pass.
pass. We're running. I don't normally control.
Well, we only just unlocked fast travel. We've only used it like once.
Are we not that far?
Maybe because we're like too close or something.
Maybe you're right. You know.
I don't know if I can cope with how respectable Harry looks in this jacket.
Is this the place? No.
Yes. It's always in a place that I don't expect.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's in the weird little booth. He always reminds me of.
the flashlight, please.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry, mate. That's fair.
Is it? I mean,
I wouldn't want someone shining a flashlight in my eyes either.
no one ever complains about it but him.
Yeah, but he's got a medical condition. Don't be a dick.
I forgot that.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I want to buy something back. Did we play the tape? We did, right? Yes, we did. We're just waiting for Kim to be back because we don't want to do that without him. I have something else to sell. Might have a buyback menu, maybe?
I hope so.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Fuck, I don't.
Maybe it's like in one of his areas now?
Access your pawn menu. Here, hang on.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Fuck.
Like, is it up on a shelf or something now? Can we...
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, shit. So you reckon it's just like maybe around?
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted
$700.
Fuck, that's
for a
expensive.
street light. Well, if we can't get it back, we can't get it back. We didn't know any
All
better.
the old
Yeah, that's fine. But we can
Just
try.
Googling it for you, my
toy
dear.
soldiers
Thank you.
guarding
I'm
the
so
rest
in
of the trinkets displayed on the
We
table.
inspected all this
Big
shit. I feel like we
men on
have.
big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Shopkeep, what are
A
these?
classic set. The figurines represent the 5th century Franco-Nigerian cavalry.
Cool. Inspect the blue
No,
uniforms.
there's no way to
Oh.
buy things back.
They're not all
Basically,
blue.
if
These figurines
you...
also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
If you can sell it, it's not necessary for the game.
It could be a nice to have.
Yeah.
Dang. Hey, wait, this looks like Rene, the older guy who was playing Patong.
That they do. The uniforms are precisely the same. Some even have the same shaped medals pinned to their chests.
Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Fair enough. Inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels. and
I bet
tall
they're
sticks.
the Rivisholians, right? Who rose up.
Point at the figures in rags. Are these even
You're
soldiers?
probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Ooh, these are interesting, eh?
I like number 4.
Which was, I wish it was a bit more nuanced as it stands, I cannot comment. I like number 3, which is, it is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me.
But we have escaped.
That's true.
due to the kindness of a person.
That's true.
This should be teaching us a lesson about capitalism doesn't have control over everything. The only reason why I liked number 4 is because this feels like these are leaning into those thoughts of like capitalist or communist or da-da-da-da.
What about the top one, though? It's meant to give people hope even we can do it. Or is
Sure.
that communism, maybe?
Yeah, but like I'd equally be happy for that one.
It's a nice sentiment, though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Except they failed, right? So-
Wow. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe if maybe at the end of the playthrough, whenever that is, you guys can tell us what would have happened if we had the oil.
So I'm feeling a little bit. When did we get Kim back, by the way?
He's away for the rest of the day, quote unquote.
Fuck.
So we could go back to our little house and we could rest.
I feel like we really need to make the best use of our time. You know? I maybe want to do some more exploring up north if you're cool with that.
Sure.
Cool.
Are there any other things that we have? Like, I think we've finished our ledger, hey?
Yes. We haven't talked to the kids.
Haven't talked to the kids, so we could talk to the kids.
Talk to the kids. I'm just thinking about things we want to do and while Kim's away, slash when he's back. Most of them we want him to be back, right? Like,
Yeah. It's tricky.
it's a little bit tricky. Let's talk to the kids. I feel like maybe we have spoken to them.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
Maybe we
He
didn't.
can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
Oh, don't say that. That's what everybody says to twins.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Yeah.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
Does that mean he's emaciated?
Maybe. Or sometimes kids just go through that phase, right? Where they're like
Freaky
weirdly
large heads?
out of proportion.
The other
But it
one
could-
laughs as well.
Okay.
Secretly a lizard person?
Secretly a lizard person? Where did that come from?
His big head.
Oh. He's going to tear off his skin and be like, wow. One of them does have their tongue lolling out of their mouth. So, you know,
See?
secretly a
Wow,
lizard people.
So intellectually stimulating.
I mean, they're 4. Calm down.
The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
I'm going to work right through them. I'm just going to see what they say.
Children are stupid. No. We want them on side.
Okay. Well, I'll do it before we
Is
leave.
Lily your little sister? No, you don't have to say everything.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it? You're being laconic about it?
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
True. You guys look identical.
The stone kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just
That's
stated.
interesting.
Uh-huh.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The
Okay,
boy
so-
doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
Let's just say bye.
Well,
Um,
let's see if there's something else to explore.
I'm aware though that like we can explore, but time doesn't pass, right?
Is it not?
Time only passes. A little black swallow circles above you. Hear it chirrup.
When you're chatting to
It only
people?
passes when you're talking to people. Yeah. So,
Get up here.
like, we could spend infinite time.
Water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe. Sorry, I'm just like, if I click up here, he might know how to get up there. Just let him go.
Go for it, Harry. Harry Dubois.
Well, there's people up there.
Here he goes. He knows more than you think he knows. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
look at this.
He knows where he goes.
Look at this.
Harry Dubois.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Amazing. We're going to take... Ooh. I don't know what that is.
What is
hat?
it?
Is it...
Peepo.
Let me... Is it close?
Is it like a handkerchief?
What does it do?
If you like double click on it to equip it, where's it go? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! That just looks weird.
Fuck yeah, particularly with the blue and the glasses.
Fuck me. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Money.
Doing good on the money front now. Particularly because we don't have to fucking... The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible.
Okay, so it's not even gonna tempt you with a check.
Art can have his trashed room back. I don't fucking want it anyway.
You can interact with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign says entrée interdite.
Do you know what that means?
Nope.
Interdite.
I would say enter... I don't know what that second part is.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
I'm going to do that first one and then try this one here. Because 42% actually... It's not terrible.
Yeah, we could maybe find an item too. Visual calculus.
Okay, cool. So even more bullet holes. Something has definitely happened here.
The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising. This takes a lot of bullets.
No.
Fully automatic rifle fire.
No, it can't be us. We don't have an automatic rifle.
No, but I feel like this is probably left over from...
The war, right?
I'm guessing they executed people along here.
Oh.
That would be my guess. Visual calculus. Let's go have a look. Why else do you...
You went really dark with that.
Well, it's just why do you have a wall full of holes like that?
You just could be spraying bullets around. I don't know.
Feels
Been
grim to me.
A spot of exchanged...
Yes.
Uh,
A spot of
gunfire, you know?
training, maybe? Is that +1? Yes.
Like the church I was telling you about the other day.
Okay, well, that gave us a few
Scattering of
extra.
bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Nice. That made a
reaching
big
from
difference.
One corner
Yeah.
to the other. A row of ghostly shades stand facing
Oh,
the
you were
wall.
right.
There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement.
Yeah.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Okay, well, look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
And who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
It's interesting, just pausing on that thought for a second. Someone in the last episode made a comment on the fact that, you know, we learned that the Pale is slowly swallowing up all the Easterlers, right? And that their world is essentially doomed because they've got no way of stopping this from happening.
I think so, yeah.
And this one of you commented that kind of filled you with a sense of dread, and I thought that was an interesting comment because I guess because of the generation we are part of, I've always thought that we're in a slow-moving apocalypse.
Yes, yeah,
because
me too.
of climate change, and so like I didn't have that reaction at all to that. I was just like, oh well, at least that's like, it's like you don't have any control over it.
And maybe
We're
this
doomed,
is,
and that's it. The humans will be dealt with.
and also maybe this is just a natural cycle of this world, kind of like the Big Bang. It expands and then contracts and bang, like
Yeah. It's
maybe
just
that's just what happens.
There you go. Everybody will be dead, so nobody will be left to grieve, and so it's just fine.
It's just part of this, and maybe there'll be Islas again one day.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe humanity will evolve again in another 1,000,000 years' time. I don't know, a billion years or whatever. Anyway.
Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people.
I wonder if the
Soldiers
guy we
from some
met
side.
was
But
one
from
of these
which
soldiers.
Oh. Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
And who was in this execution, I need to understand.
I'm just a representation of your mental faculty, piecing together any available information. You should probably ask the lieutenant.
Okay, goodbye.
A cold
Well-
sea wind blows away the figures.
Wow, that was... An old ticket taker booth no longer in operation. That was worth changing our gear out for, eh?
Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of the shaded bench covered in rust. Yes, absolutely. It made such a big difference.
I mean, we might have made it anyway, but...
Maybe we can find... I'm just trying to figure out how we can make time pass.
Oh, it's not really, is it? The bathhouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might flub it over. So, hang on. What did you say makes time pass?
Talking to people.
All right, well, who...
Explore the whirling secret passages?
There's
Oh,
strange
that's that
doors in the-
mysterious door.
We found some armor. Fucking... What's his face? Has
We
a
could talk to
gun.
Kuno. We haven't talked to him in ages.
Yeah, I'm keen. I'm happy to have come around here. I'm just going to look at the stuff on the way back.
Yeah. I mean, Kim doesn't usually have a lot to say about just like...
Hey, more glasses. The stuff around. No boat in the boathouse today. Just the stuff hanging around.
Yeah, exactly. So this kind of exploration is probably not bad to... Oh, you don't have the bag equipped, my dear.
Ooh.
Hey, is this the cryptozoologist?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. I'm just doing the... It's the combo. Hang on, let me just grab this.
That
Yes.
patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water.
We think
Time
it's
to
something.
go.
No.
No, we're going to
touch it.
investigate.
Boy Bob's in the water. The number on it says 11. I feel like there's probably something. If we pulled that up, there would be something on it. You're right. Shall we do this then?
I suppose. We're here.
Without Kim? Does it matter that it's without Kim?
I don't know. I feel like everybody on the internet is like, how could you let Kim go? And we had to let Kim go. So it's like, what are we supposed to do?
I know,
And then
we did that at some point.
everybody's like you should use your time really efficiently. And I'm like, and then everyone else is like, but you shouldn't do stuff without Kim. And so I don't know what to do anymore.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. These military replicates are going to follow us. We're going to be okay.
Are we?
We're going to be okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure we haven't completely fucked up the entire game?
No, I'm not sure. These
Okay.
study logs smell of ignition fluid and they still won't let up.
Well, let's talk to these guys.
I'm going to talk to these guys. I'm just going to do this first. Tiny cages, carefully constructed. All right, let's... Oh, because remember they're looking for the fucking... reed worms or whatever they are. All right. I don't remember what it was, but something like that.
Here we go.
Hey!
No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Okay.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
This actually might be okay to do with. I mean, Kim might have something to say about it because I don't think he believes in what these people are up to, right?
Sure.
So maybe this is our time to like get into it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Do you reckon
crypto-fascist.
Do you reckon they would have reacted that way if we hadn't been wearing our cop jacket?
Are we wearing a cop jacket? Yeah, I guess we are. I don't know. That's a great question.
I'm just curious.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We're finding you. You're lost.
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Shall we just go straight to Lena?
I'm happy with that, but I'm also happy with asking the other question.
Well, how about I ask this one because I'm curious as to why he doesn't want to see
Yeah,
the RCM. You don't seem too happy to see the RCM.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy.
He calls
What's
it
this
cylinder.
about?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message.
Hey.
That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Shit.
So we can say, yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. Or we can just leave that information out and say, the water lock's been fixed and it was fine when I crossed it.
Oh my gosh.
And withhold the whole story. I reckon withhold it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, I kind of want to see what he would say to the
Same.
top one, but also, like, if I reckon Harry would just be like, nah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Ignore the smashed carriage on your way back up the coast.
What do you mean the lock's broken? Nah, it wasn't broken when I went over it.
Yeah.
The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Fair enough.
Ed, what
He's
accent
good.
is
Yeah,
that supposed to be?
I was about to say, it's a very mixed.
I think it's trying to be an Australian accent, but isn't actually.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Yeah, his accent's all over the place.
Just
not
have
right.
to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait.
Oh, yeah,
Then
let's
we
talk
go.
to him.
Can we help with his studies?
Oh, I want to know. I want to know. So tell me
Tell
about
me.
this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter.
Are you
In
okay?
this case, the
Oh, I
reeds.
just got something on my eye, I think.
Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Sure.
There we go.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we discovered the
And I
phasmid?
suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
So what sorts of specialised techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
That's
So
quite a
it's-
complex ability for a
We insects.
insect to have.
So it's kind of like some sort of
It's got
invisibility
like a-
cloak.
Yeah.
But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
The fascinating thing, of course, about cryptozoology is that there's lots of things that in history we thought went real, and then it was like, whoops, turns out they did exist. Mm-hmm. So there's some value in the approach, right?
For sure.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Yeah, let's get into it. How big is this
I'm
phasmid?
expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you, but phasmid. he says.
Yeah.
Phasmid.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Seems
I mean,
puny.
for an insect, I don't want to see an insect the
Arm
size of my
long and
arm.
stick.
Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colourful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
Okay.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
He shakes his head. What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Okay. But if no one can prove it exists, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says briskly enough that even he seems taken back by
It's
it.
clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
Well, I mean, if he's having a good time.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Yeah, Lena said that there has been a sighting of it here on Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez
It
specifically.
was to bet as fucking Kuno making shit up.
Oh no!
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Why is that relevant? I don't understand. Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Remind me what that word means?
No, I can't help you. Hey, Google. What is parthenogenesis?
Isn't that like replicating
According to
yourself?
Wikipedia, parthenogenesis is a natural form of asexual reproduction in which growth and development of embryos occur in a gamete without combining with another gamete.
Yeah.
In animals, parthenogenesis means development of
She
an embryo
continues.
from an unfertilized egg cell. In plants, parthenogenesis is a component process of apomixis.
So it's basically cloning yourself within yourself,
There you go.
and then you don't have to mate to have babies.
Sure. Parthenogenesis?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in
But
adverse conditions.
Also makes them super, super vulnerable to genetic
Diseases and
defects.
stuff. Yeah. Just looked at the bottom. This arouses no special feelings in me. So that's pretty clever. Females reproducing without males, a travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. And this arouses no special. I like the bottom one just because, like, meh.
I like number one. It is clever.
It is clever, but also, like, it's just the option. Someone tells you something really interesting, you're like, that's nice.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Okay, so tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Okay. They need to design the traps.
Yes,
How do they work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out.
It is a classic trap design.
It is.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
I love how this is such an example of, like,
Hypothesis stacked on hypothesis
Yes!
stacked on hypothesis.
and then you end up in the field with these random fucking nets and locusts. In a place where you say, I don't even think they would normally be here. Like,
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
ooh, I like this. A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
Cool.
And what will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Okay. Let me ask you about something else.
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Well, wouldn't you put the traps in, go home for the night, and then come check them again?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't generally hang around traps when you are doing something like that, because then your presence could interfere.
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Ooh, I like.
Oh,
I think Lena's pretty engaged with this whole thing.
I think she is too.
So to say that you're doing this for I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I'm
Ooh.
struggling back here.
The bottom one.
I think the top one's accurate.
Yeah, I was going to say, but to say the bottom one doesn't seem fair, does it?
Doesn't seem fair, no.
But this one can be like, we just didn't know it's so important. We know it's important, but we didn't know it was so important.
Yeah.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen
Whoa.
it. A verified sighting. On record. One of only 4 this century. And it's hers.
She didn't tell us that she sighted the phasmid.
She did not.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell. Not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Fucking well.
Sure.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together.
He's got the
I
tuberculosis.
can't abandon course now.
Another cough into his fist this time.
Oh, I like the top one, which is maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, and come back to check the traps.
Yeah.
No. The traps
We could
need
monitor
to be
them.
monitored on a regular schedule.
And then we won't.
Do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel.
Oh, fuck. I mean, if it dies overnight, then it's not...
You've still got proof that it exists, even if it's dead.
Yes.
Just saying.
He's dead set on this.
What if I check the traps? We need to
Didn't
waste
expect
time.
you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Chaos is my method. I am a scion. Nah.
Well, I'm all in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked.
I feel like that's kind of true. The top one's kind of... They're so similar. I like the bottom one.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
Let's work our way through them, yeah?
Sure.
Where are these traps?
There
I
are
mean, we can
4
say
in
it.
total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast.
They're not the
Just
3
behind a
that are at
small
his
sand
feet.
dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Oh my gosh.
The 3rd is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them,
He just sees a trap in front of him.
You
I
should
think
check
you're.
at
Oh,
least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than
Can
sorry.
you scroll up a bit when you've got a second? I'm just taking a photo of all the locations.
oh, nice call. All right. And what do I do if there's a phasmid? A phasmid in one of the traps.
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
Oh, yeah.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encountered the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Okay.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me thick and present it armpit. Let's do it. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod.
Okay.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask.
I think we asked everything we could
Finally,
possibly
you're
ask.
being sensible. I'll start packing right now.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too.
Okay.
But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
Ooh.
Let's leave that one for another time. How did you become a cryptozoologist?
Okay. The other
We
thing
should identify where all of these locations are.
for sure we can't. The map is not like a traditional map, and that is useful,
No.
right?
So presumably one's there because we spotted something.
He said we can't use it right now, though. Maybe one of them will become useful.
It's almost impossible to get a fire going near to the ocean.
Okay.
So
On one of my outdoor ed trips at high school, one of our tasks was to set a fire on a wet river bank.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Did you succeed?
I passed my units. I did.
So when I said one's probably there, I meant that little bit that we noticed when we were walking in.
See, nothing highlighted. I'm holding the Witcher sense.
Okay.
Yep.
There should be one in the northeast and behind a small sand dune on your way to the old radio tower after the church.
Oh, that was
There's one by the boathouses in the south. He said it's very near.
Can we get up here? We haven't been up here. I really want to look at this, but also... Yeah, okay. So this is the...
This is the boardwalk area.
So we want to go north again, because that's where the red... Oh! I pushed the
You
wrong
right?
button. I pushed the wrong button. Freaked myself out. You can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes.
So the one near the church, after the church, by the radio tower.
Is that what this is?
Where did we find the radio tower?
Is it up here? We generally saw something, didn't we?
We interacted with...
Hey,
oh, there we
there's
go.
one.
There's one.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Let's have a look
The
around.
reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Cool, we're going to reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see
Okay.
no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Great. I'm wondering if we want to finish up this on the next episode. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Because I think it'll give us time to sort
Okay,
of...
so this is the radio tower.
So that was the radio tower one.
So this one was the second one.
How many were 3 or 4?
There's 4, including the one set beside him.
Okay, cool.
The third is near the canal where you crossed by a concrete slab.
Oh, okay.
A big thicket of reeds is going up the slope.
All right, well,
I don't
maybe...
remember a concrete slab anywhere.
Maybe it was just being described interestingly. Do you want to go have a look at that now?
No, I'm happy. I'm real tired, so
Okay.
I'm happy for us to stop.
What do we eat? Well, maybe there's a nice place to leave it.
There's a drawbridge. It can be lowered from the other side.
Oh. Hey. Didn't even see that. I was just clicking wildly. Full of holes. Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. Yes. Let me look in everything. Fuck yeah.
What? Why are all these poles filled with treasure?
Fuck yeah.
Alcohol.
Yes. Give me your treats. Oh. Oh my
What the heck?
gosh. I'm just like shoving all that free coinage and I think that's it. Oh, there's coins up there. Alright, friends. Let's over there.
It's amazing how rich you can get in this place just by like fossicking about.
I know, I feel kind of bad though because people are hiding their treasures. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, they then scatter into the dark.
Everyone here is complaining about being so poor, but this police officer can find money anywhere.
Yeah, dusty pews in the shadows, many seem to be missing. There's some money here. Nice. An altar shrouded in dark or something like that. It's too dark to tell. It sounds ominous. Okay, let's leave it there.
Alright, if you have any recommendations for us, let us know. Particularly if you're like, quit on the day, sleep, let Kim return to you. Because I feel like that's what I want to do. But I'm also aware that people are like, you gotta use your time carefully.
I get the feeling that we only have a limited amount of days, so you
Yeah.
know, it's possibly best to do some romping. But I think what might be helpful is if you have any suggestions of things we know that we have available to do that might be okay to do without Kim.
Yeah.
That I
Let's
think
bring
would
up
be
our
handy.
list of tasks real quick
So
so
that you
people can
can
look at that.
Give us a bit of a, yeah, like a bit of a rundown. Yeah, that's a good. There we go. Not the karaoke. We're going to wait till Kim's there. So if any of that looks good,
And then there's also our checks as well.
to do without Kim,
All of these are available. These white ones.
and I think there's some more to the top as well.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah.
It's very hard to scroll on this page.
Why?
Don't ask me, it's called bad coding.
Oh, why has it got an exclamation on it? Maybe it's just come up as available again. We can go talk to the container door.
Again!
Oh, I'm so keen. I fucking want to flirt with it. All right. Friends.
Video games that make you want to have unusual relationships with.
Inanimate objects.
Yeah.
I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you have a lovely weekend. And we'll catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
It's funny, when I'm playing Honkai, I'm like, oh, if Izza was here, she would want me to say to you guys that I hope you're having a good day or whatever.
Yeah.
So, here you go.
Is that what you say? Do you say that?
Kind of.
You're like, I don't want to tell you to have a good day, but as I would, so I guess have a good day. Sure.